I love Thanksgiving. You guys love Thanksgiving? There's the fruits, the nuts, the ham, the turkey, and that's just the deacon and the priests. Today, we recognize the importance of giving thanks to God for the abundance of His gifts to us. We see it in today's reading in the gospel. 10 lepers, Samaritans. Okay, the Jews and the Samaritans hated each other. 10 Samaritans. The 10 lepers get healed by Jesus. But only one comes back to give thanks to God. 9 are healed physically. 1 is healed physically and spiritually. You see, so often in our lives, we can get focused on the physical things about life. You know, our well-being, the physical world, our possessions, and we can forget that the physical is meant to serve the spiritual. Today's gospel, one gentleman, one leper recognizes this truth. He gives praise to God. And Jesus says, as He says many times, your faith has made you better. Your faith has healed you. Your faith has saved you. And so there's this connection between our gratitude and our very salvation, our gratitude and the very well-being of our spiritual souls. So much so that the Eucharist means thanksgiving. So whenever we come to Mass, we should always have at least one thing we're grateful to God for, to thank God, even for the challenges in our lives. And so we see in these 10 lepers a paradigm for us, the way we're called to live our lives, to be people of gratitude, to always strive to have that attitude of gratitude. And so I'm going to share just a short reflection. I don't want to make this homily too long because we'll have the Spanish version in just a little bit. And I know you're thinking about football and food. And so we'll try and keep it short today. But these are just 7 things to think about that maybe we should be grateful for. The first one, I'm grateful for the taxes I pay. You too. I'm grateful for the taxes I pay because it means that I'm employed. I'm thankful for the clothes that fit way too tight sometimes because it means that I've had enough to eat. I'm thankful for the lawn that needs mowing, the windows that need cleaning, the gutters that need fixing, because it means I have a home. I'm thankful for all the complaining I do, and others do as well, about the government, because it means we have freedom of speech. I'm thankful for the spot I find at the far end of the parking lot, because it means I'm capable of walking. I'm thankful for Father Dave, who sings off key, and for the sound system in the church that we get feedback from, because it means I can hear. And so all of these are things to be thankful for. It's another way of looking at some of the more challenging things in our lives. The negative things. In every dark cloud, there is a silver lining. In every challenge we face, there is good. We see it most profoundly right here on the cross. Yes, there is a cross, but there is also a resurrection. In the midst of the challenge, the suffering, the pain, the torture, there is a resurrection. There is resurrection glory. And so as you're inviting people to come and gather around your Thanksgiving table, maybe there's somebody, I don't know about your household, but the people around your Thanksgiving table. But often there's that one or two people you just don't get along with, right? Well, remember, in today's gospel, what did Jesus do? Jesus reached out and healed the Samaritan. The Samaritan was his enemy. So often in our lives, we forget that what we do for the least of these, yes, even our enemies, what we do for them is part of our own salvation. Jesus says, what you do for the poor, what you do for those in jail, what you do for those in hospitals, those who are sick, what you do for those that you don't get along with, what you do for the least of these, we do for Jesus. And Jesus says, come, enter into my kingdom. Enjoy my kingdom, because what you did for the least of these, you did for me. And so those people around our Thanksgiving table, those people in our lives that are in need, those people in our lives that we don't get along with, they're actually part of our salvation. All we have to do is just be thankful. And now for mi hermano en Cristo. I'm sorry.
Pues no voy a traducir todo lo que Padre David dijo en esta homilía, pero de todo modo él no sabe. ¿Okay? Pues lo que él quiere decir es que en el Evangelio tenemos 10 leprosos, solamente un leproso regresa a dar gracias a Dios por su recuperación. Entonces dijo que pues necesitamos dar gracias a Dios, aunque en situaciones difíciles. Por ejemplo, él dijo que doy gracias a Dios, estoy agradecido por los impuestos que pago, porque significa que estoy empleado. Estoy agradecido por la ropa que encaja muy apretada, porque significa que he tenido suficiente para comer. Por eso se engorda y hace esta ropa muy apretada. Estoy agradecido por un césped que necesita siega, ventanas que necesitan limpieza, porque significa que tengo un hogar. Estoy agradecido por todas las quejas que hago yo y también de los otros dicen sobre el gobierno, porque significa que tenemos la libertad de expresar. Estoy agradecido por el lugar que encontramos en el extremo del aparcamiento, porque significa que soy capaz de caminar. Estoy agradecido por el Padre David, que canta afuera de turno, no sigue la melodía, porque significa que puedo oír. Entonces, fíjese, todas estas cosas negativas, también damos gracias a Dios, porque tiene su significado. En nuestra vida, por ejemplo, ya va a tener una cena de acción de gracias con su familia, con sus amigos, y siempre hay alguna persona que uno no se lleva bien uno a otro. Entonces, hay que dar gracias a Dios también, porque este es un desafío en nuestra vida. Fíjese que como esta negatividad de la cruz, como Jesús, después de todo este sufrimiento y la muerte, hay resurrección. Entonces, cuando estamos en las situaciones difíciles en nuestra vida, siempre mira sobre detrás de esta dificultad, porque allí siempre hay esperanza. Entonces, por eso vamos a soportar uno a otro, vamos a aguantar uno a otro para que nosotros podamos enfrentar todo este desafío en nuestra vida, porque allí está la salvación. Por eso tenemos que dar gracias todo el tiempo.